If you've ever heard a FUD say that a shotgun is the best weapon for home defense, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hello everyone, Hammerbite here today, and today's video is going to be about my Remington 870. So we're going to do a bit of talking and then we'll get to the shooting, which is my favorite part as well as everyone else's. So why did I go with the Remington? Simple, my brother had a Mossberg and I didn't want to get the same thing. Also, I felt like when I was, this isn't loaded by the way, when I was racking the shotgun, I just felt like it was a bit smoother. But, the whole Mossberg versus Remington debate, they got a bunch of videos on that. I'm not really going to get too into that since, I got a Remington, but you can't really go wrong with either. So to start off, I will say, as I'm recording this video, I don't have that many rounds through this. I probably only got like 150 rounds through my shotgun, whether it be like lighter loads like birdshot or target ammo, which is like for shooting clays. I mainly have like buckshot and slugs shot through this. Now, reliability, I did have two like failures to eject when the first day I had my shotgun, but that was with lighter loads. I had like Winchester Super X, which I have been told can sometimes cause reliability issues. And just lighter loads in general will do that to to the gun. However, another thing could have been that I just shot the gun as it is. I didn't even lube it up or anything. But after that day, I have not had any malfunctions with this gun, and I've shot a bunch of different ammo. Buckshot, slugs, lighter loads. And since my first day and those first two failures to eject, I have not had any reliability issues. One thing I will say about the shotgun, as compared to a Mossberg will have the safety up here, whereas on a Remington it has it down here by the trigger guard. I do prefer that on the Mossberg, that I feel like it's just easier to click it. It's not too hard up here to, press the safety, but it might not be the best for left-handed users. And either way, it doesn't matter because left-handed people are wrong, but I think it is just better to have it up here. One thing I will get on this shotgun about that does kind of upset me is I was watching a video about how the Remington, like their quality has gone down because they got bought out by another company, and one of the issues they had was like rusting on the Remington 870s. And funny enough, 2 days later, I pull out my shotgun out of the safe and I start to notice that there's rusting all over the barrel and a bit on the receiver, I guess you call it, right here. And I was like, that is the worst coincidence ever. And so I checked my gun safe and I was like, well, there's no moisture in here, it's not damp, so how did it get any rust? My theory might be, when I made my video about cinder blocks, I did have melons behind the cinder blocks, and at one point I did leave my shotgun on the table, and maybe when I shot the cinder blocks, some of the fluids from the melons might have gone onto the gun itself, but I do remember wiping it down. So I'm still not sure why it rusted. However, I did watch a video on cleaning rust off a gun, and what you want to do is you want to get some fine steel wool. You want to get the one that's grade 0000, so 4 zeros, and you want to apply some oil to it and then apply oil to the gun as well, and then just lightly just start rubbing on it. And for the most part, most of the rust did come off. However, sometimes rust will cause like little pits here and there that obviously the damage has been done, but the surface rust does come off. I'll be showing up a bit closer as I talk, but there does seem to be a bit of surface rust right here as well. And so normally what I just try to do is I try and lube up the gun, and then every once in a while I hit it back with the fine steel wool. But that is a big gripe of mine, that there's really no point for the gun to be rusting. So keep in mind that if you do decide to buy a Remington, for that reason I kind of do regret my purchase and would have preferred to maybe go with the Mossberg because of the rust, but it's only really surface rust, so it's not too big of a deal. But I do understand why some people would be upset and that might turn them away from this gun. But other than that, it is a fun gun, and I just feel like shotguns are fun in general. And that's mainly the point of this video, just to show you guys how fun shotguns can be. So now let's get to my favorite part, the shooting. So I just wanted to say before I forget that the shotgun does hold a 6+1 capacity, and it just has a very basic just front bead in the front as the sight setup. But I do think you can probably mount something on the back here, judging by those screws. And then I do have, I forgot what this is called, but to hold some extra shells. Shout out to my cousin for that. And the ammo we're going to be shooting is just some basic Herters target ammo, just to test out the reliability. Some Federal Personal Defense, and right here we also have some Winchester buckshot as well as slugs. So to start off, we're going to be shooting some Herters target ammo. As you can see, it cycled just fine. And there's the spread. Here's another 7 shots. Pretty reliable so far. So right now we're going to be testing some Federal Premium Personal Defense ammo. We got 5 shots of it. Sorry for the wind noise, guys. One thing I would like to add is that the Federal Premium Personal Defense ammo did not have very much recoil. I thought it would be a good amount more, but I'd say it probably has only like a little bit more than the Herters target ammo. So if you're worried about your shoulder hurting, the Federal Premium Personal Defense should be good. Up next we have some Winchester Super X 2 3/4 inch slugs. I got 7 of them. I'm really not looking forward to this. As you can see, I flinched there at the end pretty bad. I got 6 rounds of Winchester Super X double-aught buckshot, and that's actually the only buckshot I have left, so from Winchester. Right now we're just gonna see how fast I can dump this ammo. I got the Herters target ammo as of right now. So I put a combination of target ammo and slugs, and I'm just gonna be mag dumping as fast as possible. I already forgot the order I put it in. So as you can see here, I have a Cinder block, and we're just going to be shooting it for fun. We're going to be testing out the target ammo, the personal defense. I only have 5 rounds of the personal defense, so hopefully it can get through it in one shot. Obviously I will be turning it to the side, and then we have a little bit more of the slugs as well. Excuse the wind noise. So right now I have the Herters target ammo, and I'm just going to be shooting it until the Cinder block gets destroyed. So I got 7 rounds currently. Damn, I did not expect that. That was quick. So since I did not expect that, pretty much what we're gonna do is just gonna see how long it takes, how many rounds until it gets destroyed. I got another 6. So originally I was standing right here for the first Cinder block, which is at about 7 yards, but I decided to move the camera back, and I'm gonna be stepping aside to like about 11, 12-ish yards for the rest of the ammo. So I got 3 rounds of the Federal Premium Personal Defense. Let me get that back up. And let's see now. And lastly, we got the Winchester slugs. Damn. Oh. And might as well. Damn. I wasn't expecting that. I did have a bit of a stovepipe on the second slug on the ejection, but other than that, everything's fine. So for the last cinder block, I did decide to put whatever large pieces behind the cinder block that's completely undamaged. And I loaded up the last bit of ammo, which is 2 Federal Premium self-defense buckshots, and 2 slugs, and 3 Herters target ammo. So time to have fun. As you can see, this is the last cinder block. It's pretty much destroyed. And then right there were the other pieces. So yeah, the aftermath of the end. So something I found pretty cool. Found a slug. So that's pretty cool. So the Remington 870. Now that we're done shooting, I just gotta say, I had a lot of fun shooting. Every time I pull out my shotgun, I always have fun. Especially today because I got to shoot different types of ammo. And I got to use it on cinder blocks as well as shoot the steel, which, you know, just hearing the little ding of the ammo hitting the steel is always fun to hear. But other than that, the Remington 870, it's a good shotgun. I did have the little issue with the failure to eject with the slug casing, but that could have been my fault as well. There is a rusting issue, however, it's not too bad, but I do see why people would maybe possibly not want to buy a gun that rusts. But I have fun with my shotgun and I already own it and I don't plan on getting rid of any of my guns, so you know, just gonna use it and have fun with it. But it is a good shotgun nonetheless. Might just have to be a little more careful with it, just keep it lubed up properly and somewhere where there isn't any moisture. Other than that, I enjoyed my shotgun. I enjoyed making today's video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later. I bought a shotgun for home defense because when an intruder hears this, they immediately start running. I never even shot this thing. I don't even got ammo for it because all you need is they'll never come back again.